Which country could be your next home? It's come down to Thailand versus Cambodia. But which Southeast Asian paradise is calling out to you? Today, I'll be trying to figure out your next home, considering all the things necessary for you to make that huge leap. So buckle up, because by the end of this, you'll be itching to pack your bags. Number 7. Cost of living. Thailand is pretty famous for its affordable living conditions. Despite a gradual increase in the prices of everyday items, you'll generally find your financial situation to be comfortable. The cost of groceries, restaurant meals, and street food remains economical. Additionally, expenses related to clothing, transportation, and accommodation are notably low. In the broader context, Thailand consistently ranks among the most economical places to reside in Southeast Asia. If you're comparing prices from Western Europe, the United States, Canada, or Australia, you're gonna get a substantial reduction in your living expenses, sometimes even more than half. In the case of Cambodia, despite its rapidly growing economy, the overall cost of living remains relatively even lower. Expats, especially those with a TEFL certificate or business owners, will be able to find promising employment opportunities. Cambodia is particularly appealing to people who work online, with a single foreigner managing to sustain a lifestyle on approximately $800 to $1,000 per month. It is essential to note that these figures represent basic examples, and you can choose to spend more for enhanced quality of life. Cambodia stands out as a place where your budget may stretch a bit further compared to many locations globally, including Thailand. Number 6. Housing costs. Acquiring property in Thailand can be very challenging, but the vibrant rental market offers a huge number of options for any budget. The range of available properties is extensive, spanning from studio apartments to serviced condominiums, luxurious villas to rustic bamboo beach bungalows. For expats gravitating towards Bangkok, serviced apartments in the bustling business district, proximate to the SkyTrain, metro, and nightlife are popular choices. If you're coming with your families, you may go for suburban townhouses near international schools, while retirees can seek the tranquility of island villas or traditional homes in the serene north of the country. Most Thai properties come furnished, necessitating a signed inventory before you can live in them. Alongside rent, you will have to cover separate expenses for phone lines, water, and electricity. Rental agreements commonly involve a deposit equivalent to 2 or 3 months' rent and require a commitment for a specified duration. Applicants for long-term rentals must furnish their passport, a copy of their work permit, and proof of income. Living costs in Cambodia are notably much better for expatriates from Western countries. Individuals employed by international companies with Western pay scales may find themselves able to afford luxuries that were previously completely out of your budget. Rental prices for a typical 3-bedroom apartment range from approximately $300 USD to $1,000 USD, depending on the chosen location and apartment style, with modern Western-style apartments costing more. If you're considering permanently settling in Cambodia, the prospect of purchasing property may arise. While renting proves straightforward, property acquisition carries restrictions for foreigners. Since 2010, foreigners have been permitted to own apartments and condominiums, but land ownership remains prohibited. This restriction often extends to ground floor buildings, and there are limitations within a 30-kilometer range from the border. Number 5. Culture and language. In Thailand, English serves as a practical means of communication, especially in Bangkok, where it is taught as a second language in state secondary schools and universities. Even if it's just a few basic phrases, locals appreciate any effort you make to speak their language. Understanding and respecting the predominant Buddhist beliefs is crucial, as Thailand's society is primarily Buddhist, but there's also a small yet active Christian presence. Dining with a Thai family might be confusing, since there will be a lack of knives at the table, with forks, spoons, or chopsticks being the norm. Expats are advised to stay informed about safety in Thailand, with caution against traveling to the provinces of Patani, Yala, Narathiwat, and Songkhla on the Malaysian border. In Cambodia, the society you'll witness today has emerged from the aftermath of a relatively recent catastrophe. Shaped by the shared experience of horror and conflict, the people of Cambodia are still in the process of collective recovery from the Cambodian genocide that concluded just 40 years ago. Despite this grim history, the Cambodian people exhibit overwhelming friendliness, a positive trait observed throughout Southeast Asia. This amicable nature is complemented by a conservative shyness, adding to the likability of Cambodians. Deeply religious and family-oriented, many Cambodians find strength in traditions while also knowing how to enjoy life. To delve into the historical context, you can explore the rise and fall of the Khmer Rouge regime in Cambodia, shedding light on the challenges faced by the nation's people. Number 4. Education. In Thailand, public schools provide a 12-year basic education, with 9 years being mandatory. However, the standards can vary, leading many expats to opt for international schools for their children. These are often run by charitable organizations and the Catholic Church, and are generally considered superior to public schools but are much more expensive. Homeschooling is legally recognized, treating the family as an educational institution but requires government approval. Expats usually choose international schools where classes are conducted in their home language, although fees can be very high, and students often study the Thai language and culture. While school managers and principals must be Thai nationals, expat head teachers are commonly found. In Cambodia, efforts since the 1980s have aimed at restoring and developing the educational system, resulting in significant improvements. However, it still falls short compared to other countries. Western nations typically allocate between 5.5% and 6.4% of GDP to education, whereas Cambodia only dedicated 1.9% in 2014. The shortage of teachers remains a critical issue, partly due to inadequate pay, forcing many educators to seek additional employment. Some resort to private tutoring or collecting informal school fees, creating barriers to education for less privileged students. In remote areas, teachers often lack formal education themselves, and government funding shortages result in a lack of basic resources, with some schools lacking essentials like pens and paper. But a decent education will come at a much lower cost in Cambodia and is more accessible. Number 3. Traveling and commute. In Thailand, the public transport system stands out for its efficiency, extensive coverage, and affordability, especially in Bangkok. Buses and coaches, widely available, provide a cost-effective means of transportation. Tuk-tuks are three-wheeled vehicles that can accommodate a few passengers, while faster motorbike taxis are available for the more adventurous. Meter taxis, identifiable by a red light when available, are prevalent, but it's crucial to ensure the driver uses the meter. Ride-hailing services like Uber are also accessible but will cost you more. Domestic travel is facilitated by low-cost airlines, such as AirAsia, known for their reliability and competitive prices. While driving in Bangkok's traffic can be challenging, having a car becomes advantageous for longer journeys. Road safety concerns make defensive driving essential. International driving licenses are valid for 3 months before requiring a local license and a test. But on the other hand, driving around Cambodia is not recommended due to the complexities in renting self-drive cars and challenging driving conditions. Getting acceptable documentation, navigating poor road conditions, and dealing with unpredictable driving behaviors pose significant challenges. Limited insurance coverage places responsibility for any vehicle damage on the driver. Consequently, hiring a car with a driver is a more hassle-free and comfortable option. Reputable companies offering air-conditioned cars are preferable for exploring cities like Phnom Penh and Siem Reap. For traveling between major towns in Cambodia, buses have become a more reliable option in recent years, with improved networks connecting Phnom Penh, Siem Reap, and Sihanoukville. Bus options vary from basic to more comfortable services, with amenities like Wi-Fi and air conditioning. Online platforms like CamboTicket allow users to review safety, reliability, and service ratings before booking tickets. Public transport in Cambodia is limited, with Phnom Penh being the only city with a notable network covering significant areas. While trains in Cambodia are not as common, routes exist between Phnom Penh and Sihanoukville, Phnom Penh and Phuket, and the capital and Battambang. However, some services were suspended during the pandemic, with certain routes yet to resume. It's worth noting that the Phnom Penh Battambang train uses an ex-State Railways of Thailand diesel railcar with opening windows and fans, lacking air conditioning. Although improvements are underway, alternative modes of transportation are recommended in Cambodia. Number 2. Healthcare. In Thailand, the public healthcare services faces challenges due to underfunding and understaffing, especially concerning general practitioners. The Ministry of Public Health oversees over 1,000 hospitals nationwide, with varying facility standards, notably in rural areas. Expats often choose private medical care, which is surprisingly affordable and generally of high quality, with over 300 private hospitals available. Many doctors and specialists trained in the West speak English. While general private care is good and budget-friendly, emergency and specialized procedures can be very expensive. Expats are recommended to have medical insurance, and although public insurance exists, most prefer private policies, though they'll end up costing you more. Pharmacies, marked by a white sign with a green cross, are widespread, offering over-the-counter medications and English-speaking pharmacists. Health hazards, including tropical viruses, caution against drinking untreated tap water, emphasizing the importance of up-to-date vaccinations. In Cambodia, healthcare improvements have constantly been taking place over the last 2 decades, yet they still face some challenges, particularly in providing quality care to rural Cambodians. The government is committed to universal health coverage and is reforming the health financing system to align with this goal. While health financing in Cambodia appears to favor the poor in the overall health system, a substantial portion of spending remains in the private sector, which tends to benefit the wealthier population. Private healthcare will still end up costing you less in comparison to Thailand. Number 1. Theft and crime. When embarking on your exploration of these captivating Southeast Asian destinations, it's essential to keep a few considerations in mind for an enjoyable experience. Firstly, both regions share concerns about petty theft. Cities like Bangkok and Phnom Penh have witnessed an increase in motorbike bag snatchers. To ensure a safe journey, it's crucial to maintain vigilance and keep a close eye on your belongings, reducing the likelihood of becoming an easy target. In Thailand, there has been a rise in credit card and passport theft incidents, emphasizing the importance of remaining cautious about your crucial identification. Regarding substances such as drugs, although they might be accessible in both countries, authorities, especially with foreigners, enforce strict regulations. To avoid potential legal issues and consequences, it's advisable to steer clear of any involvement with drugs and seek safer ways to enjoy your time. Additionally, substances obtained may contain harmful elements, making it imperative to refrain from drug use, including over-the-counter medications, if prioritizing your health. In terms of safety, Cambodia emerges as a comparatively safer destination than the bustling metropolis of Thailand. Ultimately, the choice depends on your preferences. Thailand is unmatched for its vibrant cities, bustling parties, and stunning modern beaches. But without a doubt, Cambodia shines much brighter with its lower living costs, easier access to healthcare and education, and thrilling adventures for those seeking a different kind of experience. So, which of these countries was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, do us a solid and smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe so you'll be the first to know about upcoming content. Buckle up, folks, because there's a lot we have in store for you.